position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The inside handoff. Turning it on. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Trying to beat the D deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air. It's Lagway. They get to him as he throws. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The defense putting points on the board.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And some room to work. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll try the run. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Finds a little space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Using his legs, it's Tatum. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it along the sideline. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Bulldogs in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash. Because of his wheels, not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. it's Simpson. The short hands, it's Anthony. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On the move, it's Tatum. Past the 45. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
The Razorbacks will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Duff. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Red pass, it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Clapp. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up 1st and goal.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Georgia going up tempo.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab at the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Duke. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. Know where they're going to be. Focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Quarterback keeper. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
He's got it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Edwards. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They want to run this quarterback. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He fires one deep down the right side. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
That's a big-time completion. And, guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Got his man in the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A designed run for the quarterback.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This is a design run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Georgia! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
It's just so nice to have a signal call who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Sends it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field. But interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll leave it with him. Into the open. Got enough for the 1st. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no boss. Get it together.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Looking deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Arkansas. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the 2nd half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed Big House, but it's been close so far. They're up by 7 over Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. First down here for the offense. Let's go. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He fires to the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the comeback is on.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. Create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Defense looks as if it's coming. Turning it on. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And the Razorbacks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try to get outside. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Lagway. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Dogs! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Anthony. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. He'll take it himself. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. Plows through the defense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got his man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. He'll take the deep shot. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown,
one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And obviously the offense is in a difficult position here. You're asking a lot from them. They're down by a touchdown, not a lot of time on the clock deep in their own end, but this is something that you're trained for. Coaches always put their offense in this situation in practice.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has